And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. We are winding down to the end of the last day, and we are ready to face off against the Founder and Belberith. Now, I know I said we don't really need to do any more demon additions at this stage of the game. I more or less have everything I need, but I decided to do a couple pickups, one for fun, and a couple I realized that maybe, just maybe, it would be helpful to have them. This will be real quick, so hold on just one moment as we go over this. First off, I just want to go over the quick additions. I got a Kato Blepas out of the compendium, because I realized that the extra Devil Speed movement actually will help out in the Belberith fight for the way I'm going to be approaching the fight. Another one that I picked up that has some actual light utilities, I pulled a Rook out of the compendium and upgraded him with an Eros in order to create Huan Yao, and this is just a temporary addition. The reason I'm making this guy right now is not because he's a great addition to the team. In fact, the skills that and stats I inherited on him are pretty bad for what he is naturally good at, but it will be important to have this guy for later. And Flight has some use on the upcoming battle. Finally, we've got Shiva here. Shiva, this is the for fun edition I mentioned. Shiva is created by fusing Barong and Rangda. We just got access to Barong at the end of the last video, so what I did is I bought a 5-star Barong from the auction hall, and then fused it with Rangda that I pulled from the compendium in order to get Fizz Repel onto him. He doesn't have great skills, but if I feel like customizing him later, we can always Mitama that stuff off. The main reason I made him is just have a good solid demon with mana aid to restore that MP, and fuel awakening, as well as have shield all for support if I need it. So yeah, let's bring this guy in. I've also, as you can see, gained quite a few levels doing that. I kind of wish there was a better way to get money in this game that didn't involve leveling up, but that is what it is. It's not going to affect the final battle too much. Your preparations with your demons and the skills you go into the battles with is definitely much more important, so hopefully this doesn't swing things too heavily in my favor. With that all said, I know I rambled for quite a bit. Let's get this battle with Belberith underway.
Now, should we start our climb? Once we do, there won't be time to turn back.
Alright, so this is actually something unique about this battle. You get the opportunity to turn around and say you need to prepare before you can go into this. Obviously, this does not really matter too much because there isn't too much to do in the game at this point. There's no secondary events to see that would be locked out from seeing this. But this does matter on New Game Plus for reasons that we'll be seeing probably in the relatively near future, but not immediately. Anyways, we are more than ready. Let's get going.
If we run out of time while going up, this was all for nothing. Now let's go.
I'll take the path I believe in. Hopefully I can be of some use to you all. Let's do it.
Overlord, ho! Overlord, ho! I get to be he close advisor, ho! All hail Cullen! I like the sound of that. Oh, Black Frost, you know how to flatter somebody.
Huh. It comes down to this. A lot's happened, but I appreciate what you've done. Let's go!
This is it. Once this battle is over, you'll be Overlord. But I'm glad I could come this far with you. Come on, let's go!
Man, what the hell? How come the Overlord and his minions gotta take the stairs?
Without electricity, we can hardly use the elevators. Hasn't it been a constant problem? Phones, computers, TVs, even radios. Useless. Modern society depends on its conveniences. What happens when they're taken away?
Well, I can imagine people going a little crazy. Ever since Final Fantasy VII, it's mandatory that every great RPG has a moment where the protagonists lament having to go up the stairs.
I can see why the founder of the Shomonkai was desperate to prevent God's ordeal.
Were our daily lives that fragile? I can't believe it. Oh, we're at the highest floor. Wait, what on earth? This is the top floor of the Hills building?
Yeah, something is definitely... they've done some renovating, I see. Something is definitely strange here.
It's closed to the public. The Shomonkai rents this entire floor as their server room.
No kidding? Man, religions make money hand over fist. Hold up. Someone's here.
Naoya! How dare you show your face here, you traitor! Those who hinder my glorious ideals. I won't let you use the demon's power for your own desires.
You accusing me of betrayal is hilarious. I don't remember becoming one of you. Besides, you desired the power of the demons too, just like the rest of us.
Me? I'm different. I have only one desire. For the people to overcome God's ordeal and live on. That's all.
Are you Amane's daddy, ho? You don't look like her, so I'll blast you away, ho. Oh, come on, Black Frost. He's got the purple hair. Isn't that enough?
You fools! I'll show you just how righteous my ideals are!
Amane's daddy doesn't look like he's he-horsing around. Get ready, ho!
All of you gathered here, heed my words! I have sounded the warning bell against the coming ordeal of God, and now I will forfeit my life to save mankind. Witness my ultimate sacrifice! I will invite Master Belberith to this world, thereby overcoming God's ordeal. No one will stand in my way. Now, Master Belberith, eat my flesh, my soul, and my life! Descend upon our world! My price is only that you defeat God and bring about a world free of his ordeals!
I have heard your plea. I will receive your life.
Oh, raging God! Our Majesty, Master Belberith!
Oh! It's Master Belberith! Master Belberith has descended!
Our God, Master Belberith, we praise thee!
I finally returned to the human world. That wretch did well to summon me with such speed. Oh? That guy just disappeared! It was he, Hocus Pocus! Were you not watching? He became my flesh and blood. Not a bone remains. I have devoured that man's entire body and soul. I am the Raging God, your new lord, Belberith. I am he who cherishes blood and death. Hee-ho! It's a meatball! A talking meatball, ho!
We will cut off the walkway leading to the altar.
All right, I'll do it.
You scum! You'll have to go through me if you want to harm Master Belberith!
You will feel the full force of our exalted Lord Belberith's power!
I've kept you waiting, human Bell. Your kind is such a sorry existence. That cur actually thought I would grant him some of my power? Ah, come on. He gave his life for you and you weren't going to actually help him? Suppose he is truly a demon. What a strange thing to say. I have lent my power already to your mewling kind. But I will kill God, his children, his bloodline. I'll cut them into sinew. I will even rid the demon realm of the great darkness that rules there. Praise me, fear me, a new world order is beginning. Never mind. I do not care to do so. In fact, I kinda like the idea of being a king myself, so... Insolent child of God, you've taken in the power of many Bels. You have defeated Jezebel as well as Beelzebul, both of whom were sent here by me. Despite you being scum, your coming this far makes you more than disposable. But There's only one throne, and only one of us will claim it. I will have your power. Oh, hee-ho! You look like a yummy meatball, ho! And thus we are thrust into the battle with Belberith. As you can see, the direct walkways leading to Belberith have been lowered by the Shomonkai, and if we want to bring them back up, we need to get to these terminals that are manned by these Shomonkai believers over here. Let's take a look at Belberith himself here. As you can see, he has a unique ability at his disposal. If I can get a better look at him. Take a look at his skills. He has Violent God. He cannot move, but he has infinite attack range, so nowhere is safe from him. You want to make sure you are resistant to what he's capable of doing. In particular, you want to be able to resist physical attacks, or those mighty hits and tackles will be pretty nasty, so be mindful of that. As you can see, he is weak to force-type attacks, so it's either that or Almighty, or Pierce physicals, so I will try to build a good team for taking care of him, and hopefully I can make something that is just right, so hold on just a moment. Oh, wait, before I cut ahead, let's just take a look at the skill cracks here. We've got quite a few important ones. First off, we've got Grace to crack here. This is a skill that when you are past a certain threshold of damage, it automatically casts Prayer on the entire party. Pretty cool skill, honestly. There is Debilitate. This is essentially Blitzkrieg. It is and Hustle rolled into one, although the way it works is reversed. Instead of increasing your evasion and accuracy and offense by 25%, it instead lowers the defense and the accuracy and evasion of the opponents by 25%. Pretty cool skill. Unfortunately, it does not make them any weaker, so it's not like having Fortify rolled into it either. Finally, there's Health Save here, probably the least important auto skill. This one, as you can see, just heavily reduces the amount of HP it takes to use physical skills, which doesn't matter at all. Wouldn't recommend this one. The final one that is really worth picking up, though, is Multi-Strike. This is a skill that is just, hands down, the best in the game. We really, really want to be able to grab this, so I'm going to organize my team so that we can hopefully pick all these skills up relatively efficiently, so give me a moment. Alright, I've got everybody set up the way I think should be ideal. I've got myself set up with Satan Taisei, who's going to quickly go into reserve since he can't function with Magic Yin in effect. But that'll allow me to just get onto the central platforms really quickly so we can start working our way towards those guys by the terminals. I've got Naoya set up with Huan Yao to quickly get over there as well. And I'm going to have him when he gets into position, swap out with Ariok so that he can reach over and hit this guy to delete Orochi and pick up Multi-Strike for us. I've got Miss Mari set up with Kato Blepas just so that she can quickly zip around the sides and get into position to kill the guy who has Grace on him, though that's what she's going to be do. For flavor, I decided to swap in Kaido for Black Frost. He's just set up to go over and delete this guy over here and pick up Health Save. This guy's not going to stand any chance against him. I've also given him a Fortify since he doesn't have any room on his skill list to pick up a physical resistance skill. So if Belberith decides to attack him...
That's where they're controlling the walkway. Maybe we can use it.
That will be the best way to mitigate the damage that he takes. Alright, so Satan Taisei, like I said, all he is here for is to warp me over here. Then we're going to send him back in, and we are going to pull out... We're going to take Astaroth out instead of him so that we have more MP restoration. I put Mana Aid onto myself so that I can keep my MP topped off because, you know, these Magic Yin builds are just so expensive. Anyways, like I said, Miss Mari, she's just going to use Kato Blepas to zip around the side. If that guy over there decides to attack her, it's no big deal. I'm not overly concerned about him. Let's have Naoya move on up and just take a... turn, or stop his turn there. Let's have Kaido work his way around the side and get over to that guy. Let me see. I think right about here, he shouldn't be able to reach me, but I'll be able to reach him. And remember, Belberith has infinite range, so we need to be mindful of that. Alright, so let's have Naoya. Let me see, just need to make sure that... whoops, hold on. Okay, so if I was right there, it'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I always want to count that out when you're trying to attack the diagonals. I'm getting paranoid, but I counted out. That should be fine. Okay, so now that we've made our way up here, we don't need Huan Yao. Let's put him back in the stock. I've got Naoya set up with Fizz Drain as a way to deal with Belberith's physical attack, so he should be fine there. It is so fortunate for us that Belberith does not have access to Pierce. Otherwise, this fight would be a lot scarier. Okay, let's get this underway. I've set Naoya with a lot of single target damage so that we can quickly burst through this guy here. So let's see, Zeodyne is what I've got set with the most damage for him. And, don't want to risk anything with the Holy Dance, so, yeah, let's not take our chances here. I just want to make sure that I get the Orochi out of the picture, so we'll take it a little slow and steady, soften him up with Drain, and then just completely delete him with Zeodyne. There we go. Alright, that wasn't necessary. I could have spread the damage around, but I just wanted to be absolutely certain. Now, I said Multi-Strike is a fantastic skill. It is, hands down, the best physical skill in the game. As you can see, it can hit 2 to 7 times. What does it mean by agility dependent? That means for every point of agility more than you have than the enemy, that determines a hit that you have for Multi-Strike. So, if you have 7 more agility than the enemy, or possibly just 5, but point is if you have considerably more agility than the enemy, you will hit the entire enemy formation for 7 hits. And even though the game says the damage is low, augmented with good strength and Fizz Amp, it is a ludicrous amount of damage. It's such a great skill and such a good pickup. Alright, so this guy is going for Naoya here. I'm not overly concerned about that, so let's see. Main thing I want to make sure is that Grace does not, or rather Naoya doesn't accidentally delete the guy, so let's shield all to prevent too much damage from being flung our way. And we're just going to get that Shigata out of the picture here. A little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. We're all pretty resistant to, that was the most useless dual shadow proc of all time. We're pretty resistant to everything that this guy is capable of throwing at us. There we go. Now, as you can see, this believer has access to Samarikaarm, so she will be able to bring her demon back immediately, but that's not a huge concern for us. Okay, so unfortunately, Naoya is kind of blocking the aisle here. That's just something we're going to have to deal with. I'm not in a hurry to get past him, though, so let's just go slow and steady here. And what we can do is send Komoku back to the reserve here. Let's bring in Huan Yao onto Mari now. Nope, not. Well, I actually, nah, he doesn't have any multi-targeting yet, so I think Huan Yao would probably be the better option. Bringing him back in. Let's have Kato Blepas give us a Devil Speed here, and I think we just barely have enough reach to... Oh man, not even close. Never mind. Whatever. We'll be able to get in there eventually. Yeah, this is one of the big unfortunate things about having to deal with the huge turn delay from using a vial, is Naoya is going to be blocking that aisle for a considerable amount of time. Alright, Kaido should just utterly decimate this enemy right here. Let's throw out a... Oh, one thing about not Hasohapa, health save is that it affects the your allies, or enemies, as well as your allies. Anyways, with Hasohapa, just check out the damage here. Yeah, not even a chance that they're going to make it through this okay. There we go, health save, really easy crack there.
Defeating me is futile. I have this comp. Come, my demons.
You knocked a Shomenkai believer unconscious. So this is the world of humans. By Master Belberith's contract, I will destroy it. And did I not have the skill crack set there? Whoops. Well, health save is terrible anyway, so... But that would have been an easy way to get it had I actually remembered to crack it. How the hell did I know I was looking at it. Hey, this is actually perfect. This is not going to be much of a threat to us at all. Ooh, Astaroth took some nasty damage there. Nothing too bad, though. Nothing too bad. Okay, so now we're just waiting for Naoya to finally get his butt in gear. Better heal off that damage just to make sure. Astaroth took way more of a beating than I was expecting him to. Actually surprised that they're supporting each other there. Not that it really is going to matter too much in the long run. Well, I just did a stupid thing that I shouldn't have done. I had Norn use Holy Dance, and she procced Dual Shadow and killed the stupid believer. So we're not getting Grace in this playthrough either. I can't believe I just let that happen. Why do I not pay attention to skill lists? Oh my god, I am so dumb. Whatever. She's out of the way. You knocked a Shomenkai believer unconscious. This is a disaster. I'm sticking to it, though, because, you know, it would be too boring otherwise. I am utterly humiliated by my horrible performance on this so far. Like I said, Grace would have been a pretty good skill to pick up here. Anyways, these guys are going to give Naoya a hard time, but he is not overly concerned about it, honestly. Kato Blepas has Endure, so it's not too big a deal if he takes a bit of a beating. There we go. See, we're all fine. We're all fine. Okay, so Miss Mari can't do what she was going to do, so let's just have her pop over here and get this computer terminal activated. Not that it really matters at this point.
It's not moving. I see. It seems they have to be controlled simultaneously.
Okay, can Naoya finally get his turn? Oh my god. You know what, I am sick of waiting. Forget it. Let's just get Astaroth out of here and bring Satan Taisei back in. This is taking forever. This is why, this is one of the big things that I hate about demons like dragons and vials, is that they just cause so much turn delay. It takes forever to get back to your turn when an ally is being blocked off like this. Okay, so because we're not going to have the full force of damage with Astaroth in reserve, let's have Shiva give us a quick top off here, and we'll just completely dumpster these guys with Megiddo. I have Holy Dance for dealing with Belberith directly. This should take these guys out no problem, though. There we go, we got Debilitate. So hey, 2 out of 4 ain't bad, right? Of course, missing health save, like, I could've... I'm having a serious problem recently where I'm thinking of doing something.
The switch!
I'm thinking of doing something, you knocked a Shomenkai believer unconscious, and just thinking about it causes me to believe that I actually did it, even though I didn't. Very, very dumb on my part. Well, anyway, let me just think here. Better have Spriggan give us a quick charm top off here. Get us in decent condition. At least get Kato Blepas's health restored enough so that he can survive an incoming hit.
What a pain in the ass. I'll teach him to take my spotlight.
Whatever you say, Kaido. Anyway, let's use a little bit more healing here. And both of these Mithrases that Kaido is about to go up against, they both have access to Fizz Repel, but they do not have any way to guard Ariok, so we're just going to cut through the chaff. We're just going to hit him directly with a brutal hit, and this should deal enough damage, Let's have Kato Blepas delete one of them. Spriggan, of course, is just going to... Oh, that's bad. Ow. Tetrakarn. Sometimes it gets me, Oh well, not a huge deal. As you can see, Spriggan is able to hold this down like a champ. Alright, so that, those Arioks are out of the way. Alright, so this has been going pretty disastrous for me so far. Let's see. May as well have, Miss Mari... Nah, she needs to hold position. Alright, so that guy's moving over. Fortunately, he does not have reach. We can have Naoya move up here and operate. And the platforms are raised. So now we have a direct, or a...
This touch panel is a piece of junk. They must have used a cheap engineer.
Way to throw some shade, Naoya. Anyways, we now have a walkable route to... directly to... Belberith now. Now you're probably wondering, can't you just fly over? And yes, and that's in fact probably what we're just gonna do once our turn comes around. Let me see, does anybody need healing? Actually, not really, so let's hold off on that and just have Naoya take a little break. A little siesta for the guy. And let's have Miss Mari, I guess just move over here and take this guy out. Nothing to it. Would have been nice if I could have cracked Grace and enjoyed the healing that would have come on the following turn. Ooh, do I want to teach anything to any of my guys here? You know what, let's get this Kato Blepas set up with Media Rahan. Give him a little bit more healing power for us.
I can't give in. If I can just make that comp go out of control.
You knocked a Shomenkai believer unconscious. Alright, so we've got more headaches coming in on this disaster of a fight, but that is okay. Let's give ourselves a little bit of healing here. Just a smidge. We're fine, we're fine. Alright, so the Shigadas, how do I even say that name? The Shigadas, I'm not even going to bother. Let's have Naoya get this one taken care of. That guy was no problem at all. Alright, so that's that down. Let's let Belberith get his another turn. And he just accomplished absolutely nothing with it. Poor guy, poor guy. Unfortunately, I lack the ability to get the entire formation of the Shigata out of the picture, but that's not a huge deal. Alright, now that my turn's come around, let's pop over here. Let's have Satan Taisei take a little siesta, finally, like I was intending. And let's bring Astaroth back into the picture so that we can get some additional almighty damage thrown around and get some MP restoration going. Alright, and of course, have Shiva give us a little boost here. And let's show Belberith what we're truly capable of. Now, of course, we could use Force-amped Xandines, but that would limit my skill set a little bit, so I'm going with Awakening, Magic Yin-boosted Holy Dances instead. Let's see, Shiva can't do anything, so I'm not going to have him waste his efforts on trying to get extra damage in. We'll save his damage for more... what am I trying to say here? More awakenings. Yes, Belberith, please, go ahead and kill yourself. Okay, so I don't have enough MP left to do any more attacks, and neither does Shiva, unfortunately. Not that he could with just Maziodyne at his disposal, so we'll just let the healing flow freely here. As you can see, Belberith gets quite a bit back on the conclusion of a battle.
Bellborn of the human world, your power was impressive. It was not by sheer luck that you defeated Beelzebul, sent by him.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Why is this guy attacking at melee range? What? Okay, if you want to let me win, I'll take it, We'll just nail these guys with some Maragidynes here. Check this out. Good damage all around. You go ahead and throw up those Tetrakarns. I'm not overly concerned about them. And just look at the defensive prowess that is on display here. This guy just did not know what he was doing. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know why, but certain enemies, like, when they have range, they'll attack at melee, even though there's no good reason to do so. Alright, so Naoya has his opportunity coming up. Can he reach Belberith from here? As a matter of fact, he can. Let me see. Yes, I do have Xandine on Naoya, so he can deal some pretty good damage here. If Norn rolls a dual shadow on Holy Dance, now I would appreciate it. Speaking of Holy Dance, let's have Ariaka also throw out a Holy Dance here. Belberith should have no chance here. Look at this, he's killing himself. That would have been beautiful if he killed himself with repelled physical damage. But, like so many other fights on the last day, once you defeat the boss...
Impossible! The power of all the Bels I've devoured, defeated by a human.
I forgot to mention it, but if you look off to the left there, you can see Belphegor inside the mass of Belberith.
Then go to Babel as you intended, and reign there as King of Bel. It has been a long, long journey. The Bels will finally become one.
And with that, we've defeated Belberith and got another Bel power bonus. Mission complete. Good stuff, good stuff. Even though I did that completely horribly and missed a couple valuable skills, but you know, good stuff.
We did it.
Now even Belberith's power of Bel belongs to you. There's no one left who can stand in your way. Good job. All the preparations are done.
So you're going to access the summoning server, right, Naoya? Is this where you controlled the server from before?
That's right. That is, until Belberith took the server back into the demon realm. The main server is already inside Babel, and its properties are changing. But as long as the server's components are still there, the network should be alive.
When things get that extreme, my brain can only imagine so much. Demon power is crazy.
You need to study more. But enough idle banter. He can become King of Bel now. Once we're ready, we'll face the final trial.
And with that, we are dumped back out onto the top floor of the Hills building. There's nowhere else we can go at this point, but if you need to do some free battles in order to gain some skills, or gain some EXP, or just steal some data cards, as you can see over there, what can we get from here? Nothing! Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, you have the ability to do some final bit of training, should you need it, but obviously, with the performance I showed there, even though I failed to get the skills that I wanted, we don't really need it. We'll have more opportunities to get those skills at a later date, But that is where we'll leave this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you're ready for the first ending of the game. It'll be a Day 7 ending, but that is not necessarily where the journey will end altogether. And we'll, of course, well, you already know if you know this version of the game what I'm talking about, but we'll just get to that when we get to that. But I hope you look forward to the final battle with Babel. See you then.